Right now. All this now is a gift to be in the present. Initiate signing back in here. And this video, I'm gonna be talking about subconscious nurturing. Okay. So this is not coincidence that I'm talking about this. You know, as as I created my new philosophy, Angelogy. Angelogy includes astrology, numerology. It includes subconscious nurturing, and it includes biology. I don't know if I said biology, and what else? Give me a second. It includes astronomy as well. Okay, so basically, most of, at least astrology, astrology is, when we look at the word astro, okay, astro means light, okay, logi, the study of, okay, so astrology is the study of light, okay. So when we looking at, and when we say, and it is in the Bible that angels brought astrology to man, okay. So knowing, being into angelogy is to know that know that one point that angels brought astrology to man. And what else? Okay, so now let's break down angelogy. Okay, so angel means let's say a message, okay, or messenger, or an angle of light, an angle. Angel ultimately means an angle, so a type of angle. So when we're talking about astrology, okay, when we're in astrology, and I'm talking about astrology, and when I said subconscious nurturing, that's let's say moon being in my 12th house or in Cancer. Okay, so my 12th house is Cancer, so Cancer dealing with the caring, the mood, and the moods, emotions, and caring. Okay, so my 12th house being Cancer, and I got Jupiter and Moon conjunct, the transiting Jupiter and Moon transiting my 12th house. So this is ultimately when I came up with angelogy. Okay, so not only was transiting Jupiter and Moon in my 12th house, but the Sun, Mercury, Venus was in Pisces as well. So that was making a trine. So Jupiter and Moon was conjunct, while Sun, while they were trining, those two were trining Sun, Mercury, Venus, and some other planets, because we got a stellium, we got a big stellium in Pisces. So I'm showing you, the viewer, how or when like the alignments, looking at the sky, looking at the heavens, when this idea got birthed. And when you look at it, it is a um with Sun being in Pisces, okay, and Mercury and Venus being in Pisces, okay, this is a time to react and respond based off your knowledge and wisdom. And this with all those alignments I just broke down, that is that spawns, or that creates, it's a gift. Okay, it's a gift to be more creative within your love relationships, your love endeavors, either for people, places, and things. A gift. It's a gift to take action based off of your creativity, your knowledge and wisdom. Okay, or your illusions, or or creativity. So delusions or creativity. This is a real creative time, so this is when this is how or this is divine timing. Okay, so this idea came to me in divine timing. So I told you the five what's it called, the 5 categories of angelogy. But now let's get to subconscious nurturing. Okay, so that's what we're gonna focus on in this video. So subconscious nurturing. So it is said that the subconscious rules a huge percent of your brain. Okay, so more percentage than the conscious. Okay, so what's that number? Like what they said, around 80 or 90, or around 80 to 90% of your brain, the subconscious rules. Okay, so when we're talking about subconscious nurturing, okay, this is knowing that your subconscious, okay, is almost like always hearing, always active, even, especially when you're asleep. That's when it's the most active. So your subconscious is the most active when you are asleep. This is actually the best time to program your subconscious, when you are, let's say, about to fall asleep, or when you are asleep. Because subconscious is yin, okay? Subconscious is internal, so when you close your eyes and you go within, that's when you're dealing with the subconscious. Subconscious is more, subconscious is more, let's say, subjective, because it doesn't, let's say, it doesn't deal with numbers, doesn't deal with logic. Doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. It just it's the thoughts and ideas that has been either given to you willingly, you've either taken, or you've gone out to, let's say, not, let me not say you've gone out, but you've just achieved the thoughts and ideas you've received throughout your whole reality. You know, when they say your life flashes before your eyes before you transition, that is ultimately your subconscious, you know. So it's like your stored up memories, everything that is stored up about you, that is your subconscious, you know. It your conscious mind might forget things, but your subconscious doesn't forget. I'm making a video right now.
You didn't have to stop me. I was just grabbing it.
Alright, so your subconscious is, like I said, yeah, so conscious is the conscious can trick the subconscious. You can manipulate the subconscious, okay? So and your subconscious, okay, is not just let's say it is the, you know, yeah. So when you let's say subconscious nurturing. So subconscious nurturing ultimately is how you treat your subconscious. Okay, so for example, how you talk to yourself, okay, the information you give yourself. Okay, so angelogy is the study of light as information through frequency, a vibration from physical and spiritual realm. So when we're talking about the spiritual realm, okay, so physical is the conscious and spiritual realm is the subconscious. Okay, so when you meditate and when you go in deep meditation and you're seeing colors, that's your subconscious, you know. When you do any kind of, let's say if you do mushrooms, like magic mushrooms, if you smoke weed, if you do any plant medicine, ayahuasca, iboga, what else, salvia, if you do any of those drugs, like it is going to, you know, open up your subconscious. Well, like it's going to allow your subconscious to, let's say, be more susceptible to programming. Okay. It is this is why when people do any of these drugs and they're not intentional, okay, they let's say they're not intentional with it and they're doing it recreationally. This is when you spawn, or when you're doing it too much, this is when you spawn the lower energies. This is when you spawn the lower energies or the lower lights, you know. It's when you spawn the lower lights or the lower lights within you, you know. So your lower lights, your lower chakras, you know. Yeah, but once you're doing it with intention, with the intention to want to nurture the subconscious, okay, because all these so-called drugs that they got, it's it is um it's all like even in the Epstein file, like it's in the Epstein file that they make weed legal because it allows you to be a free thinker, and alcohol legal, weed illegal because you're a free thinker, alcohol legal because you think less. So they're showing you that these recreational drugs like are, you know, they're put here type shit, you know, at least these plant medicines, you know. So uh they've used these plant medicines for years, at least the shamans and people who heal others and themselves. So people who heal use these sort of things. People who are deeply in trauma, or let's say they are looking for some healing, you know, of the spirit, looking for some spiritual healing. You do that shit with intention, like set the intention of what you want out of it before you do it. That's how you make the most out of it. But once you're just doing it, like to just do it, and you don't have, it's not in line with what you got going on. You're not using it to do what you're doing in real life. You're just using it to use it as a crutch. That's when it becomes a problem, you know. So where was I? Yeah, like I said, all those substances allow you to uh, reprogram your subconscious mind. At least it allows you to uh, it allows me at least to defuse, or let's say defuse any unhealthy ego I could be shedding, any unhealthy light I could be shedding, you know. So any low octave light I could be shedding. So when we're talking about subconscious nurturing, like I said, that's affirmations, how you speak to yourself, you know. Yeah, how you nurture your subconscious. How do you nurture your subconscious, you know? So how you can tell someone nurtures their subconscious is based on how, you know, what they express in the conscious realm, you know. So you can see the type of, you know, being they are based on what they express. What you express most of the time, you know, is what's in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious and your conscious are one. They're not separate, but they just, yeah, they work together. You know, it's the yin and the yang. So anything that is basically not allowing you to express or shed high octave lights, such, or take high octave actions. This is due to a subconscious blockage, you know. So or yeah, you see, when we talking about subconscious, your subconscious is and your chakras, it's like they work together, you know. So let's say someone is expressing lust. Someone is being lustful, you know. Let's say uh they don't uh this person is always having multiple sexual partners every now and then, ever so I don't know, but that's orange, okay? That's the light. That's the lie therein. That's the low octave light, okay? But when you take lust and you alchemize that bitch, that orange, you know, that's sacral. It's like that's dealing with more creativity or yeah, that's dealing with creativity because lust is the low octave of uh is signs of an imbalance uh sacral chakra, okay? So that's the orange light. Okay, so every single light has a high and low octave. Okay, so yeah, and someone can express it too. So when someone expresses lust, it can be orange. Like, I don't know if you, I don't know how many women watch my video, but if you're a woman and somebody is like low key lusting over your body, um, they're shooting orange lights at you. You know, but the low octave version. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be yeah, that's how you can tell. That's how you can tell someone is what chakra someone is using. AKA what lie or light someone is shedding or pushing or selling. Okay. And most of that is dealing with subconscious programming. The and your astrological programming as well. Okay. So your astrological programming can show the type of lights that work best for you. Your spirituality can show you let's say the type of where these lights reside, how high and low these lights, the low octave and high octave of these lights, you get that from your spirituality. And your biology can show what type of let's say if you're more geared towards the external or the internal, or let's say if you're more left brain or right brain, your biology can show that. What else? And your let's say astronomy can show you the astronomy can show you, let's say, the timing, okay? Astronomy can show you the timing of, let's say, whenever the stars align, you know, a specific way, certain things happen, you know. So it's like, astronomy can help you be more prepared, you know, looking at the where the planets is at, you know, and knowing your fixed star, you know, knowing your fixed stars. You can, it's not, you can look into that. Yeah, if you know your fixed stars, you can, like, for example, my fixed star is as my, for at least for my ascendant, is Astellas Australis. Okay, so it is 8 degrees Leo. That's my ascendant. Okay. And that, you know, most people with that ascendant, that Leo ascendant 8 degrees, and Astellas Australis usually have a cataract in their left eye, because your ascendant is how you appear. Okay, so yeah, it can, knowing astronomy can also show you some truths, okay, about yourself, leading you closer into knowledge of self. Okay, the whole goal is knowledge of self, to help you become your greatest version, the greatest version of yourself. And the greatest version of yourself is what's the word I'm looking for? The most aligned version of yourself. Okay. So the greatest version of yourself is the most aligned version of yourself. And we, knowing all these 5 philosophies or sciences, I don't even know if I touched on astronomy, but what astronomy can help you with. Astronomy can help you with not astronomy, but numerology. Numerology can help you with you know, your, because this matrix, yeah, numerology can help you with this matrix, you know, because this matrix is has numbers, you know. So when you was in the womb, you didn't see no numbers. Like, that's like, you only started seeing numbers when you came into this earth realm, you know. So when you came into this 3D, that's when you started seeing numbers, you know. So it's like, yeah, so numerology will help you with your energies, aka it will help you with time. Okay, it will help you with how to utilize your time best for your energies. Okay, and just knowing your life path, your soul urge number, your what um knowing every single number, that every single person, place, and things number. Okay, every person, place, and things number, or their birth. Okay, knowing that. So, like, knowing their existence. So angelology got birth yesterday on the 26th of February 2026. Okay, so that is the birth. The angelogy is uh angelogy was born on an 11 day. So angelogy was birthed on an 11 day, and so yeah, it carries the 11 number. So this is me practicing what I'm teaching. So and uh and it's not like I'm planning it. I didn't plan it. No, it's just me moving and teaching from what I know, my inner knowing. So from my subconscious. So yeah, that's gonna be angelogy, subconscious nurturing. So yeah.